You hear nothing about this, and now all of a sudden it's everywhere? Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarrow. What? I've heard amazing things about it. I've heard some not so great things about it. So let's find out, is it worth the hype? Okay, so some of the things that I am aware of about this book, which will hopefully improve my experience, is that the characters, even though they are young adult, do at some point sound pretty immature or young. There's a lot of senseless death in here, and there are some cheesy moments that don't fully make sense. Also, knowing that this is a fantasy romance, heavy on the romance side, I think will make me a little bit more forgiving, because that's the nature of most romance, so let's be honest. Now, it's just time to crack this bad boy open and see what I think. So I am nearly 8 chapters in, and so far I think I'm going to be on the like it side of things. I have come across some of the criticisms that I have heard, and I agree, they're true, it's there, but it didn't bother me. I felt like for the most part some of the things were intertwined in a way that, you know, may be cheesy, but isn't the end of the world. And so I feel like if you go into this book with an open mind, you'll probably enjoy it, but we're only 85 pages into it, so there's a lot of room for things to go wrong. I guess fingers crossed that we stay on this positive slope, and I'll give you an update when I am further into it. Okay, surprise, surprise, surprise. I am 15 chapters in, and I am on the positive hype train. I am really enjoying this. Now, I will say, if you are somebody who's really into epic fantasies and you have a ton of experience with amazing epic fantasy books, maybe you won't enjoy this. Like, there are some things logically, if you think too much about it, it's like, why would they do this? I agree. But if you're not thinking about it, if you're enjoying it, there's a lot to love. I just got to the dragon part. Oh my goodness. Love it. Love it. She's a queen. She's my I'm here for it. I am so freaking here for it. And I know some of it's cheesy, some of it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it is mine. Oh, I love it. I love everything about the dragon stuff. I'm not even halfway through though. So again, there's a lot of room for errors, but at this moment, 5 stars. 5 stars. This beginning of the book is everything I want, right? I'm loving it. The scenes between the potential romance characters, here for it. Cheesy, love it. Everything that I want. It's funny because I actually will admit that the character doesn't seem as immature as I thought she would, but perhaps it's because I went in knowing, you know, all of this stuff that I had heard previously. So like, I was just expecting things to be a lot worse than they are. It's not an amazing book, I'm sure, but it's a good time. So I will say, like, there are issues. It's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. Okay, I'm sorry, I need to continue. I have a little bit more time before work, and I'm gonna, every second of it, I'm going to try and get in as much as I can, because your girl's feeling it. She is. Okay, hi, some time later. So, obviously, work day, had a bunch of meetings, so I wasn't able to make a ton of progress. Time has passed, and I have been able to make a little bit of progress on Fourth Wing, and I will say, so there are some elements that I really enjoy. There are some parts that are dragging a little bit. I do think the like challenges and class aspects and a lot of the stuff that is happening is interesting. I am kind of wanting a little bit more of the romance side of things because I was enjoying some of that, and I feel like it's slowed down, which is funny because I'm a slow burn kind of girl. So like this is technically perfect, but here I am like wanting. Also, I want more dragons. Very important, I should mention that I have a thing about a character that has someone who can speak to them in their heads, right? Like, I don't know what it is, but it's just like a trope that I really like. There's been a couple of books that do it, a couple that are dragon based, and I love it. I eat it up. It's all my thing. So I will say that this book does have several tropes that are mine, that are all me. So take that with a grain of salt. Like, if you're like, why? Because I'm basic. Apparently, I'm the basic bitch right here. Like, when it comes to this book, right? I was not expecting to like it as much as I do. I'm here for it. I'm excited. Yeah, I feel so basic. But it's okay. I'm having a good time. And if it means that I enjoy more books, then basic I will be. Easy to please, baby. That's not always true, but right now it is. So yeah, that's where we're at. I will let you know when I'm further along, because hopefully we'll be able to finish this bad boy tonight. We'll see. I'm eating it up. I'm eating it up. And I'm just getting to a point in the day where I can listen to more of this. So, because I'm listening to the audiobook. Okay, so apparently I lost the outro clip of this, and it is many months later. Since I ended up reading this book, I ended up going on a little bit of a break, got burnt out, wasn't able to edit this, and now here we are. So how do I feel? That's a really good question, because with so much time going by, I definitely am not all up in the hype as I was while reading it, but I still would say I enjoyed it. I immediately pre-ordered the next book in the series, and I am patiently waiting for it to come. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is a 5 stars for me at this point, especially having a little bit of time in between reading it to really think, would I call it a favorite? No, I definitely wouldn't. But it is a very high 4 stars, and I would technically recommend it to anybody who thinks it might be something that they're interested in, especially if you enjoy fantasy romance, and go into it with an open mind, because I do know that expecting some things to be worse than they actually were probably made my experience better. Keep that in mind if you're interested in reading this. If you do, hopefully you're one of us who ends up enjoying it. If not, that's totally okay as well. I can understand. And that is pretty much it for this reading vlog. I know it was a quick one. Hopefully you ended up enjoying it anyway. Things here on the channel are changing. I'm making a focus to do more videos for my tabletop role-playing game channel, so the GM Witch. If you're interested in that, check that out. If you want some more reading vlogs, check that out. And if you really enjoy TBR games, check out my TBR game series. And with all of that out of the way, happy reading, and I will catch you in the next one. Until then, bye!